those of you who are new, we record all of the classes, both the yoga classes and the strength training classes, so you can do them anytime you like. We are gonna all start in our chair though, and we're gonna move a little bit forward so that, you're not sitting all the way back here. Sitting more forward and bringing your sits bones onto the chair, letting your thighs come off the chair, and then your knees, ankles, and hips along. So take a moment here to bring your hand, just grab that chair, that's all. Feet are about hip distance apart, just place your hands onto your thighs. And we're gonna let your hands go forward, and as the hands go forward, just bring your back body towards this chair, back of the chair. And then as you slide your hands to the hip creases, pull your chest through and draw your elbows back. So then let's slowly come forward, hands to knees, rounding, tucking the chin, and then pulling the heels of the hands back, elbows draw back, shoulder blades together and down. Sliding forward, rounding, and then let's pull back, draw back. Now, as you come to a neutral position, we're going to allow the chin to come in towards the chest. And then I'm pausing here, sitting up nice and tall, chin to chest, roll the right ear towards the right shoulder, and just draw the left shoulder down and away. And then slowly we'll come through center, and we will go over to the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. And then bringing your chin back in through center. We're going to let the head lift up, both arms sweep up. And then flip your palms so the backs of the palms touch. And then press down and away. And then let your palms flip up, reach up, touch the hands overhead. Flip the back of the palms, touch, and press down and away like you're resisting something like water or something. And then flip palms up, reach up, up. Backs of the palms touch, press down, come down. And then we're going to bring your arms out in front, palms are flexed, and draw the elbows back, about 45 degrees down, chest through, and then forward. Yeah, so similar to how we did that with we were on the chair, but I want you to keep the fingers open, reach the arms. Now a little bit more activation here in the arms. All right. One more. And then we're going to let the hands come down. I'm going to move my weights just a little bit off to the side because they were in my way. Heel toe your feet wide and let your toes turn out and your heels turn in. Just not total plie, about 10 and 2, or maybe just a little bit 11 and 1. Take your hands to your inner thighs and gently push the knees away and back. And then maybe start to draw your right shoulder towards the center and look over the left. Keep pushing the knees open. And then we'll make your way to center, and then we let the left shoulder drop down. Look over the right. So you're leaning forward. And then come back to center. Now right shoulder drops, look left. Keep pushing the knees open, come to center. Left shoulder drops, look right. Come back into center, heel toe your feet in. We're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest. Rotate your ankle here. So most of our workout today, I should say all of our workout today, is legs. So if you got the email today, you had the heads up. If you didn't, well, now you know. So then we're going to take your hands, clasp them underneath the hamstring, and then extend the leg out in front. And you can allow the leg to be a little bit heavy. Try to draw the toes towards you. You can have a slight bend in the knee, shoulders away from the ears. And then rebend the knee, pull the knee into the chest, give it a squeeze, and then release your right foot down. Bring the left knee into the chest. You can rotate the ankle or point and flex the toe, sitting up nice and tall. And then take your hands and clasp them under your left hamstring and extend the left leg out in front. Draw the toes towards you. Let the leg be heavy. Let the shoulders draw down and away from the ears. Yeah. And then we're going to rebend the left knee, pull it into the chest, and then release the left foot to meet the right. All right, feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to do some sit to stand squats. So when you do your sit to stand squat, we're going to reach the arms forward, and you're going to lean a little bit forward. And as your chest and arms come forward, feel that your hips get a little bit lighter. We're going to press down and out through the feet. So press down through the heels and out, and then stand up. Yep. Now, if you feel comfortable coming back to sit, because that's how far back your butt needs to go, do that. If you don't, then hover. So we're gonna reach the arms out, take a breath in, and then slowly come back. Yeah, maybe you sit or touch, and then let's stand back up again. Arms down the sides of the body. Arms reach forward, sit back. You can sit all the way back if you want, because that's where your target is, right? Your butt needs to go that far back, and then come up and stand tall. But if you don't feel comfortable, like you're not comfortable going back that far, just hover, and then stand. One more. Hover or sit, and then stand. Now let's take your feet really wide. So you have sort of a wide straddle. And your hands can be on the hips. We're going to bend your left knee and shift towards the left. So I'll try to mirror you for a second. We're going to bend your left knee and then push off the outer board of the foot. And then bend your right knee and then push off. So again, the chair is behind you and that's your target. Your butt needs to go back like you're going to try and sit back in the chair, but try not to let your chest come so far forward that you are completely folding in. So let's just keep alternating sides, bending, shifting, pushing off. Toes should be facing mostly forward, maybe a slight turnout if you need it. And then once you finish evenly on both sides, we'll come up, heel toe the feet in, and then just step to the right of your chair. Watching in, if you have any, things around you, just make sure we have some space. With hands on the hips, we're going to just tap back with the left foot and have a slight bend in the right knee. Our weights are getting away from us. And then leaning in, step in, let the left foot float up to meet the right so you're not pushing off. Now lean forward, tap the right toe back, slight bend in the left knee, and then again, a float up as opposed to a push off. Tapping and alternating now, moving maybe a little bit more fluidly. Trying to notice though, if your heel is swiveling in, keep it over the ball of your foot, back foot. Now, and do your best to try not to draw back on your heel. We want to make sure that their weight in the back leg is minimal. Figuring 2 more each side. 1 more each side. All right. Now, as you come to stand, we're going to bring your arms up overhead, big breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your hips, press your hips back, and fold halfway down. Now, as your chest comes forward, let your hips drop back. As you inhale, lift the chest, arms reach up. As you exhale, float the hands to the hips. Use your hands to press the hip points back and the chest come forward halfway down. Inhale, lift up, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to hips. Use the hands to push the hips back to guide the chest forward. So when I'm halfway down, my hips are behind my heels. And then we'll come up, hips neutral, arms reach. Last time, arms down, hands to hips. Push them back halfway down. Lift up, rise up, reach up, clap, and send. Yeah. And we're done. Okay. All right, so for our workout today, we have lower body, like I mentioned. And we're only going to need the weights for one exercise, which is in our third circuit. So we have 3 circuits. In each of our circuits, there's going to be an element of strength. There's going to be an element of Tabata, or more like cardiovascular. And then there's going to be a third element where we get more core involvement using the legs, maybe in more of a seated position. So we're going to be playing around with a little bit of seated stuff and standing stuff. Okay? The first group of exercises we're going to need the band for. So we're only going to need the band for the first group of exercises. So have a seat and we can thread each leg through. Heavy band or a medium? I would say a medium to heavy band. The lighter ones you use more for our upper body. You guys sit for now and just watch. What we're going to do first is make sure that when we have the band on, you realize that the band wants to pull your legs in, and your job is to push the legs out into the band. The more you can kind of push out into the band, the more you're going to feel the engagement in the outer hips and glutes, especially as you're coming to stand from a squat. So the first exercise we have is going to be a squat. So I'm gonna show you all we're doing, okay? And the arms reach forward. Does she need to come in? Is it locked? All right, arms reach forward and we're gonna sit back just like we did in our warm-up. You can use the chair as your guide. You know, if you want to start seated, make sure that you're going to come up to stand and either hover or come to sit. Do not let the knees buckle in, push out, okay? The second exercise, you might need to step to the right of your chair for. You can hold on with one hand. Here, we're going to keep that separation in the legs, and you're going to tap forward, lateral, and back. And then forward, lateral, and back. Okay? So all that is trying to keep a straight leg as you're almost like semicircling through each one. We'll stay on the same side. We can then all rotate to the other side if you need to hold on. You can even stand behind, well, you can't stand behind the chair, you need to go forward. And we go out, forward, lateral, and back. Once we finish this, it's gonna be 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of break. Once we do 3 rounds of all 3 exercises, we are going to still keep the band on and do what's called a Tabata. And a Tabata is 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of break. So it's quick exercises that are going to get a little bit more cardiovascular. Everything is low impact. Okay. Instead of overwhelming you, we're going to have a break in between. So I'll show you those exercises then. But after we do 4 rounds of those 2 exercises, we will then do 1 exercise of core. And that will be 1 minute for 1 time. Okay, so we're going to start first with our squats or sit to stand squats. And then again, the second exercise is when we're going to come to the side of the chair and tap forward, lateral, and back. Have a band that's a little bit more of a heavier resistance. Make sure it's above your knees. And everybody is going to either start seated here with the thighs off of the chair or start hovered. Right, we have 10 seconds here just to get us started. If you want, you can start already with a hover, or you can start with your hips on the chair. We have 3 more seconds, 2 and 1. Let's all stand and then sit or hover. Stand, yep, and then sit or hover. And then stand and sit. Very good. All right, remember you're pushing out into the band. Especially as you come to stand tall, push out. And you can feel that outer border through your feet, pushing out. And stand. Come down and stand. Try and get some music for us. All right, we're gonna all stand up, come to the right of your chair. Here, we're going to take your right foot forward, right foot lateral, right foot back, right foot forward, lateral, and back. Maybe it would be good to reverse it. You could do that too. Out, back, out, forward. Keep your grounded left leg nice and firm, nice and strong. Out. So tap, tap, tap. Yes. If you feel like this is not doing enough, you might need to get a heavier resistance band. Okay, other side of your chair. We have 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Forward, lateral, back, lateral, and then forward. So that just kind of works better. Keep pressing out, especially as you tap lateral and back. Forward, you're going to feel a little bit more resistance through the front of the leg. 12 more seconds. Keeping the grounding through your right foot, light, just a tap through the left. 3, 2, and 1. All right, quick 15-second break. Make our way to the front of the chair. Here, either started standing, seated, or hovering, up to you. You have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit, push out through the legs to stand. Sit or hover. Knees, if you look down, should be behind your toes. Right? If your knees are going in front of your toes, either walk your feet a little forward away from the chair and give yourself some space, or draw the butt back a little bit more so that your knees stay safe. Arms reach forward to help the hips go back, and then arms come down the sides of the body so you can stand up nice and tall. All right, break. Come to the side, right side of your chair. Step with your feet a little bit of a hip distance apart. 3, 2, 1. Forward, lateral, back, lateral, and then forward. So you're almost going at like 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, back to 3 and 12. Keep that resistance. Keep your left leg grounded and straight as best you can. Same thing with the right leg. If you have to bend the knee a little bit, the resistance might be a little bit too much, or you might just be a little fatigued. Okay, over to the other side. It's a small thing, but it really gets you into the hips, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Forward, lateral, back, lateral, and forward. So I'm putting 90% of my weight in my right leg, and my left leg is just a 10% tap. 15 more seconds. Try not to bend the knee. Try to get a full, semicircle if you can. 8 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to come to the front. We have one last time. Either we can all start standing or seated. It's up to you. Push out through the band. Feet are hip distance, toes forward or slightly turned out. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Sit back and stand tall. So it was definitely poor planning on my part when somebody in my yoga class at LOM asked me to teach a legs class today. So I'm going to say that's poor planning on my part. But I was like, I can do it. So I'm like, I don't know if their legs are burning quite as much as like mine. So when you sit back, butt back, and up, up. All right, stand tall. Let's go to the right of the chair. It's our last time. So if you guys end and you're like, this was awful, this didn't burn at all, I'll know it was me, not you. All right, up,
It's burning.
out, back, and then lateral. So you should feel something in all parts, right? Front, lateral, and glutes. Yeah, 13 more seconds left. 10 more seconds. Do it, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your way over to the other side. We're going to ground our right foot this time. Left toes are moving. Here we go. Out. Lateral and forward. Try to keep pushing out, getting as wide as you can, as far forward as you can, and as far back as you can. But it teaches something about, at least it teaches me where I need work, right? Where is it really burning and bothering me, right? 3, 2, and 1. Because the squats don't really bother me so much, but that bothers me. So that tells me, wow, I need some work here. I need some work here. Maybe I need a little bit of work up here. So just know that if you're feeling the burn, it's something that you want to learn from, right? Okay. Our next exercise is, like I said, we're going to do this Tabata style workout. It's 20 seconds of work, it's 10 seconds of break. What we are doing is going to stand in front of the chair, hold a half squat, step right once, step left once, step right, and step left. But I'm not standing, I'm holding a half squat or quarter squat. Now, the second exercise in this Tabata is going to be to bring your feet a little bit closer and then draw one knee in and then the other. One knee in and then the other. If you need something to hold on to, come to the back of your chair and you can do both things back there as well. Now, if it's even too much for balance, come to the ball of your foot, come to the ball of the foot. All right, so even just bringing the knee a little bit up is going to cause your quad and hip flexor to start to engage. So don't think heel to hip, think knee to chest. And feel the resistance as the band wants to pull the leg down, you try to pull the leg up. Yes?
If you go from side to side, are you moving each leg over?
Right, so here you start in a neutral squat position, where you're kind of in a half squat. You're going to step out, step wide. Like, so your both feet go, but you keep in this sort of quarter squat or half squat position. So they're quick. We're going to move through it fast. We have 3 seconds. Get ready, bend your knees, half squat, and then step right, step left. Step right. The feet never come together, right? You're always going to be about hip distance apart unless you're stepping. Now, as you step, don't just let the toe go. Think about the foot and the knee sort of stepping together. We have 2 more seconds. All right, now we come to stand. We're going to keep the feet about hip distance apart so you have a little bit of tension. We're going to draw one knee in and then down. So sort of standing marches. Only pull the knee up, as high as you can without rolling your band. Nice and slow. You shouldn't even hear the feet as you land. The quieter your feet are as you land, the more of your abdominals, your core you're using. All right, take your break. We're going to come back for round 2. Be mindful of that. We're going to do a quarter squat. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Step out right and left. Right and left. And again, as you step, not just the toe doesn't go, the toe and knee. So you're thinking, I'm using these hips, I'm using my thighs and hips. 3, 2, 1, stand tall. Knees into the chest now. Okay, so feel the heart beating a little bit more, right? Getting a little more cardiovascular. Here we go. Pull the knee in, tap down without a sound. The slower and quieter you are, the more your core you're using. Pull it up. Feel the resistance. Now try not to cross, right? Draw straight up, straight up. 2 seconds. All right, take your break. We're on 3, 3, halfway. Okay, 4 more seconds. 3, 2, half squat. Step right, step left. Step right and left. Yeah. So here we're working both inner and outer thigh. As I step, I'm using the outer thigh. As the other leg comes close, the inner thigh is sort of working here. So make sure you can step out, knee and foot. Take your break. Knee to the chest. Standing marches. 4, 3, 2, and 1. In. Yep, lift the knee as high as you can. Straight up. If you need a little help, maybe you died, you hold on to something if you need to. Pull it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we have one more round, and then we take a break. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step right, step left. Step right and left. Stay low. Stepping, foot and knee. So you're not just letting your foot go first. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stand up. Get ready. Marching. 5 more seconds. Feet hip distance apart. 3, 2, and 1. Knee in. Knee in. You can have your hands wherever you like. Sometimes it's like here, like I'm like, please be over. Or here, where you say, okay, I'm in charge. Maybe here you say, I'm a beast. Here I am with my arms up, getting a little extra upper body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Okay, time to sit. All right, time to sit. Now, just because you're sitting doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy. Just saying. Okay. We're going to sit, and what the next exercise is going to have you sit a little bit more forward in your chair. And if you watch first, you can do 2 options. One is you're going to lean back, take the feet wide, and just take the feet in. Take it out and take it in. You want a little bit extra for your abdominals. You go out, you go in, go up. Go out, you go in, you go up. Okay? Doesn't have to be that way. You can just do out and in. You can just be here and pulse too if the out and in is just too much. But we are going to do 1 minute one time, okay? So take a sip if you need it. I just need a sip to sort of, I feel like my throat's getting dry. Okay, so 5 seconds. Do what's good for you, okay? So hands can be on hips, 3, 2, and 1. So lean back, open, close, maybe knees in. Open, close, knees in, maybe just open and close. Okay? Remember, quiet feet. So you don't want to hear the feet land. You're going slow and using your core, then you're not going to hear the feet. Really good. And be mindful, I just caught myself, press out with the knees, not the toes. We are halfway there. I only have 1 round, pull it in. Hip flexors are engaged here too, 20 seconds. Open, close, lift. Maybe you're just going open, close. It's okay, 10 seconds. Pull it in, 5 seconds, 4, 3, finish this last one, 2, and 1. Woo! Yes. All right, let's take the band off. Thank God, right? Take that band off. Okay. Same idea for the second circuit. Strength exercises for 2 exercises. We're going to do 30 on, 10 off for 3 rounds. Okay, our first exercise is going to be a bear walk. So everyone is going to need to stand to the right of their chair. We all be consistent. I'll show you everything first. We're going to step wide, and here you're going to heel toe forward, toe heel back. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to step forward, step back, keep the legs wide. After that, we're going to come in front of the chair and do what we did in our warm-up, which is lateral lunges side to side. Okay, so we go forward and back, then we go side to side. 30 seconds of work, we'll do 10 seconds of break, and then we move on to the Tabata, which is the same idea, 2 exercises, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of break for 4 rounds, and then 1 round of core for 1 minute. I'll show you those at our break. Stick with what we know right now, which is going to be our bear walk. So everyone come up to stand and step to the right of your chair. Just be mindful of any weights or things nearby. And here again, holding sort of this half squat position. Feet are wide, like imagine you have like a yoga mat here or a mat here. You want to keep your feet as wide as that mat, okay? Start with the weight in the heels, and then you heel toe forward, right? All right, so here we go. We have 5 seconds. 4, 3, false start, 3, 2, 1. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Now toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. And then we'll go toe to heel. Keep your feet wide. Keep moving. Keeping a bend in the knee. Try not to let the knees buckle in. Remember the band, right? What did you do? You pushed out to keep the knees from buckling in. 8 more seconds. Keep it low. Toe heel back. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, come in front of your chair. Get yourself into a wide straddle stance. You can place your hand on your thigh if you want. We're going to bend into the right knee and then straighten. Bend the left and straighten. Now, I'm having you in front of your chair because the chair is your guide. You want the butt to go back so the knee stays behind the toe and the butt goes towards the chair to get you to sit back. Try not to come too far forward with the chest. Push off the outer border of your foot to come upright. Okay. All right, so let's bring it in. We're going to come back to the right side of your chair. This time, step forward with whatever leg feels unnatural, right? So I step right first, I'm going to step left first. 3, 2, get low, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. And keep going, rocking forward, keeping your feet wide. Bend in the knees, stay low, step out, step back. Keep that distance as you're moving forward. and back. Keep the chest a little lifted, belly in, and tip the tailbone down. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to the front of your chair. Take a wide straddle stance. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Bend and straighten. Yeah. Bend and straighten. Remember, your butt is going back. Your chest comes slightly forward to do that. We're going to push off the outer border of your foot. And as you bend, let's say the left knee also goes with you towards the side. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the feet in. We have one more time for this bear walk. All right, 10 seconds left. We're going to bend into the knees, feet are wide, knees open, push out, get low. 2, 1, step, 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 toe, heel, back, forwards. Heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe, stay wide. Toe to heel, push knees out. Soft feet. Rolling off the heel to the toe as you go forward. Toe rocks back to heel to go back. 8 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to the front of your chair. Take a nice wide straddle stance. Toes facing forward if possible. 2, 1. Bend and straighten the legs. This is our last one. We have 15 seconds. Push off the outer border of your foot. Try not to push off from the toe, maybe more from the heel. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, heel toe the feet in. You get a break. I show you what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to come to the right side of your chair and place your hands on the chair. We're going to bend your right knee and let the right foot be flexed. Here, we're going to open the knee out and close. Open out and close. The second exercise, staying on the same side, we're going to go up and in, up and in. Now, it's very possible you might feel even a lot on the grounded leg. So just note that we're working the outer hip and the glute on the right leg, and then we are feeling sort of a little bit of strain from the constant weight on the left leg. Okay? Yeah. Then we're going to do the other side. So then you'll bend the knee and we'll open the left side, and then we'll do the same thing on the left side. Now we only have 2 rounds on each side, so that'll be 4 total rounds. Okay? So come to tabletop. They're very quick rounds, 20 on, 10 off, and then we switch. So leg, do we start? Right leg, so left foot is on the floor, right knee is bent. Okay, so hands on the chair, bend your right knee, flex your right foot. Here we go, right knee out to the side, lateral, and just stay there. And lower, lateral, and lower. Try your best not to dip in the low back. Only lift the leg as high as you can while keeping the low back and the back in a neutral position. If you do feel a little bit more pressure, all right, let's release that leg just for a second, shake it out. We're going to keep bent in the right knee. Here we go. And now we're going to press the right heel to the sky. Here we go. Up. And then knees meet. Press up. No arch in the back. Only press up and lift so you can stay in this tabletop position. Keep the foot flexed. Draw the heel to the hip. Engage your hamstring. As you press the heel to the sky, you're going to feel the glute muscles. 2 seconds. All right, right foot meets left. Shake it out for a moment. We're going to bend into the left knee, flex the left foot, draw the left heel to the hip. Here we go. Left knee lateral for a hydrant. Squeeze it into center. Left knee out and in. Left leg out. Squeeze it in, flex the foot. Take the leg only as wide, long and wide as you can without arching the back or changing the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet can meet, shake it out. We're back on the left foot bending. So here it is, bend it, squeeze the heel to the hip. Here we go, lift the heel up, and then knees meet. Press the heel to the sky, no arch in the back. Try and keep the neutral tabletop position. Tuck your chin, gaze right in front of your fingertips. Press down through your hands. We have 5 more seconds. Keep pulling the heel to the hip. Feel the hamstring engage. 2 seconds and 1. Shake it out. We've got 1 more each side. I know it's awful. Here we go. Right knee bends. These are quick. Right knee out to the side. Hydrant and in. Hydrant and in. I hate to say what the visual is here for hydrant. Just think dog. Just think dog. Okay, 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot meets left. Mark with the giggle. All right, 5 seconds. Right knee bends, right heel to the hip. Neutral spine. Press the right heel up. And then knees meet. Right heel up. And then knees meet. Right heel lifts. And in. And then right heel up. And in. 8 more seconds. If you're feeling a lot in the left leg, maybe try to put some pressure through the right hand. 2 seconds. All right, right foot down, just shake it out. We only have another moment. Bend in the left knee, flex the left foot, tabletop position. 3, 2, 1. Hydrant, left leg, and close. Try to lift the knee and the outer heel of the left foot. So don't just try to lift with the knee. Try to lift knee and foot and keep them together. So like my heel isn't higher than my foot, and my heel isn't higher than my knee, and my knee isn't higher than my foot. 2 seconds. All right, we release just for a second to shake it out. We're going to then bend your left knee. This is it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up through the left heel. If the right leg is feeling a whole lot, maybe transition some weight to the left hand. Pull the left heel to the hip. Press the heel to the sky. Try not to change the spine. Feel it in the glute and the hamstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Maybe take a down dog. Walk the hands, feet back. And then we all come to sit. If you can make it there. Don't get excited. We have to get up again though. Okay, so this is our last part of the second circuit, which is core. So here you're going to take a cactus arm shape, and here we're going to go opposite elbow, opposite knee. Okay, we have 1 minute. So, you could go super fast, but it's 1 minute. So let's focus on the twist, the inhale to center, and the exhale to twist. All right, so slow and steady. We have 8 more seconds. If you're finding that you're holding your arms is too much, hands to hips is fine too. All right, here we go. Twist, inhale center, and exhale twist. Light feet, light release. Try not to bend into it too much. Find the twist, come back to center. Big exhale, engage the core. We're halfway there, so keep going. Maybe you're feeling something in the hip flexors and the quads as you lift the leg, but try to get the twist and let all the breath come out and get this abdominal muscle, the abdominal muscles to engage. 20 seconds. Opposite elbow, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Just engaging the arms a little, keeping them up. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big break, big break. Okay. So this is the last circuit. Same idea. Are you done? He's great. Shavasana.
Worse than done and finished.
Okay, so the last one, we are going to use the weights. Now, if you don't, if you find that you, have stuff going on in your lower back, then do no weights at all. I'm gonna take my weights though, and I'm gonna put them onto the chair so I have easy access to get them, okay? The first exercise is either one of two choices. You can have cactus arms and then fold halfway and come back up. We did something like this in our warm-up. You can also do this here. It's in the point here is to get your chest to come forward, the hips to come back. Here, the hamstrings get a stretch. As you press down through the feet to come up, that's when the hamstrings and glutes engage, okay? If you're using weights, you'll place the weights on your thighs, palms towards you. Same idea, hips go back, weight slides down the legs close to the legs, stay close. I'm only coming to about my shin. And then I'm gonna press down through the feet to come back up. I'm only sliding down, keeping the weight close. I'm not letting it come out here. If it comes out there, it's in your back. If you keep it close, it stays in the glutes and hamstrings, okay? So those are one of two choices, weights or no weights. The second exercise, you also have a choice. It is gonna be a little bit more effective with weights. You're gonna just lift the heels and lower. Lift and lower. Try not to roll out. Try to roll up onto the ball of the foot and then lower the heel. So, like when we did stepping in, think same idea. I want to sort of lift and lower. So if you can find better engagement without the weights, do no weights, okay? Those are our first two strength exercises. Again, it'll follow with 2 Tabata exercises and 1 core. So we'll stick with what we know now, which is to choose weights or no weights for your deadlift or your good morning. It's like bowing in. Okay. Now, get a sip of water, put the weights on the chair if you're not using them right away. So make your choices, stepping either to the right of your chair or just in front, make sure you have some space. All right, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so your choice here, as you come into your deadlift though, flat back, butt goes back, chest comes forward, your back is flat, and then you come on up to stand. Hinge at the hips, flat back. I'm not kidding when I say keep the back from rounding, right? You want to keep a flat back, and then rise up. 8 more seconds. Weights or no weights, same idea. 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab the weights again now if you like, or keep them aside. We're going to lift our heels. 3, 2, 1. Lift up, tap, lift, and tap. Try not to rock though. Lift, tap, lift, tap. Squeeze at the top, tap down. Try not to lift the toes or clench. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out just for a quick break. And then again, grabbing weights or not, put them on your thighs. We're going to let your hips go back, weights stay on the thighs to the shins. 3, 2, 1. Hips back, chest forward, flat back. Rise up, stand tall. Hips back, slide the weight to your shins, press down to come up. Hips back, keep the weight close to the legs. Rise up. Hips back, straight arms, straight legs, push down to come up. 10 more seconds. Flat back, so keep the shoulders in the sockets. Come fully upright when you stand tall. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, weights down the sides of the body. Hold on tight, right? This is important too. Holding the weights tight, good grip strength. Here we go, 2 and 1. Lift, squeeze, tap. No rock. Touch, lift, touch, lift. Squeeze at the top. Lower with control. Don't let the weight really fully shift to the heels too much. Most of the weight stays in the balls of the feet. 5 seconds. Hold at the top and squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more round. Your choice, weights or no weights. You can always shift and put the weights down. All right, here we have 5 more seconds. Feet are hip distance apart. Weights on the thighs. 3, 2, and 1. Halfway. Weights to the shins. Slide down the legs to about your shins. Slide up, come fully to stand. So my hips are back, but then my hips come up to neutral, and you start to just gently squeeze through the glutes and pull up. 10 seconds. Slide it down. Flat back to pull you up. No rounding, no rounding. Keep shoulders in sockets, hinging with a flat back, and then rising up. Weights at the sides of the body. Get ready for our calf raises. Last time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Do your best not to roll the foot. Come up as high as you can. Lower slow and controlled. Breathe in as the heels tap. Exhale to lift the heels. It engages your core. 10 seconds. Squeeze at the top. Hold those weights strong. Good grip strength. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Put the weights down. Come to sit. All right. Our Tabata is going to be seated. And we are going to do about a hip distance apart with our feet. And this is going to help work our inner thigh and some hip mobility. We're going to lift your left heel, let's say, up and inward and tap it with your hand. And then you come down. And then it becomes this. Okay? So I'm pulling my knee out to get my heel to come inward. And that inward motion is causing the inner thigh to engage. And then as you put it down, it counters with the outer. Now, the second exercise, I love this one. All right. Right leg out. We're going to lift and lower. Now, it can be small. It can be also big. If you need like a rest, it can be bigger. But it's 20 seconds. So it's not long, but it's a good quad hip flexor exercise. Okay? So we're going to start first with this one. We're going to move kind of quickly through it and try and pull the inner arch of your foot center and up. All right, here we go. Let's go in and in. So tap and tap, tap. My knee goes out to bring my foot in. I thought you guys would be happy seated. Pull it in, touch the inner arch of your foot, push the knee out. So draw the knee out. Pull the heel in. All right, let's pick a leg. Right leg, we start at extended, either full range of motion or 3, 2, 1, or pulse. So you're either full range or pulse. Pulse. You need a break, drop it down, come back in. 8 seconds. You can even come here and give it a little help. 4, 3, 2, 1, rebend, foot down. Okay, let's do the other side. Extend your leg. Right foot stays grounded. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So either full range of motion or pulses. The higher you can lift the leg, the more you're engaging the quad, the more you feel it in the hip flexor too. Shorter the movement, the bigger the burn. The longer the movement, you feel more of a relaxed release. So you can be here, help the leg, bend it. Feet are wide. Here we tap inward. Okay? 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap and tap. To really get the benefit, push the knee out, pull the heel in. Okay. Doing good, doing good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Get ready. It's a tough one. You can do it though. Take your right leg out. 3, 2, 1. Full range of motion or pulse. We're already down to about 10 seconds. So your hands can be wherever you want. Maybe you want to like, reach forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rebend the knee. We're gonna do the other side. I know, right? But learn something from it. I learned a lot because like take your left leg out, maybe arms forward, however your arms want to be, whatever's comfortable for you. Let's lift. So I know in myself that my quad is weak up here, my hip flexor is weak. So these are hard, but I know I need it. Because how am I going to get my leg to help support my knee, to help support my hips, right? To help all these muscles strengthen so that we can get, all right, that wasn't so bad. See, I talked through it, right? Okay, let's do the inner arch again. Bless you. 3, 2, 1, tap, 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 tap. So the inner thigh, outer thigh help protect the knee. Men are luckier, they have a little bit more of a different muscle structure than women. So we, especially women, need to make sure our inner and outer thighs are strong to protect the knee. Okay, you can do it. You can do it. Right leg out. Very, you can do it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Wherever your arms want to be, your arms want to be. Lift and lower. Anything to forget? 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rebend the knee. Woo. We're gonna do the other side. Woo. Left leg out. You got this. We got this, guys. Remember, always full range of motion or rest with the heel down. Here we go. Pulse. Breathe through it. Go back to Lamaze. Sorry, Mark, you know Lamaze. Lamaze. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We have one more round. Sorry. Sorry. It's 4. It's 4? Tap, tap, tap. We're almost there.
That's a big thought, that.
I know, sorry. Did I even bleed? You to believe it was over? The timer never lies until I thought we were done. I was like, oh, we got one more. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yes. We can do this. Right leg out, right heel to the ground. Hands to hips, arms reach, wherever you like. Here we go. Lift and pulse. Tap, lift and lower. Slow movements. You can do full range of motion if you like, but slow movements. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rebend, put down. Let's do the other side. Left heel down. This is it. This is the last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All we have left is core, and we're done. Now, do your best not to bend your knee here. Lift and lower any height you can get. You can do it, Mark. Come on. You can do it. I know. You told me about your triceps. Maybe it's your quads. All right. Woo, the core. The last thing. So I'm just going to make sure I have nothing laterally or near me here. What we're going to do is punch and reach. So it'll give us a little bit of a stretch as we go. All right, 1 minute. Here we go. Lateral tap and a diagonal punch. Let's go. Lateral tap, diagonal punch. So left arm, left leg, right arm, right. So tap your right leg out. Or Mark, tap your right leg out. Yes. And now, yes. You got it. Good. Reach, pull, I open palm, and then make a fist. Trying to get longer through your leg extension to stretch out the hip flexor. So it's a little both, right? Help you get a stretch in the hip flexor. We have 20 seconds left. Lean, shift the weight to one side, extend the other leg. 15 seconds. Diagonal tap, Reach, 10 seconds left. We have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 beeps means we're done. All right. Stretch, right? Good. All right. Let's take your right leg out in front and lift the leg. No, I'm kidding. You're funny and strength guys. Not so much in the yoga class. Very serious. All right. Left hand to left thigh. Slide the right hand down the right leg. And fold it. You can just let your head go. Maybe shake the head. You can use downward pressure just a little bit through the left hand. A little downward pressure through the left heel. Right heel and left heel. And then just sort of fold in. And then slide up just to take a breath in and then fold one more time forward. Let the left hand support you on the left thigh, and the right hand reaches towards the right foot. Slowly make your way up to sit. And we bring the right knee in, right ankle, left thigh, figure 4, and you might be tight right now. Oh. So take a second, left hand to the right ankle, and then right hand just maybe feel it out. Ouch. Ouch. Maybe feel a gentle downward pressure. Now, as you press down through the right leg, though, the left hip wants to lift. Keep the left hip grounded. Keep it to the chair. Now, gentle press down, maybe a fold in. Press down through the left foot to keep the left hip grounded. Maybe a little downward pressure through the right hand on the right leg. Spine is long. Try not to round. Inhale just a bit to lengthen and back off. And then exhale, fold in and soften. And then we slowly come up, cross your right leg over the left, like we're sitting just nicely in a chair. Take the back of the left arm to the right leg and twist to the right. So left arm to the outer right leg and twist right. And then we'll come to center, unwind the legs, left heel down. Right hand on your right thigh, left hand slowly slides down past the knee to the shin or ankle or foot. Left toes draw towards you, left heel to the floor. Right palm pushes down into the right leg for support. So your left hand is just light on the left leg. You don't want to put too much pressure on that leg so that you're not, buckling the knee. Inhale, lengthen, lift a little, and exhale, slowly folding forward. Let your head go. And as you rise up, we'll draw the left knee in towards the chest. We'll take left ankle figure 4. We all have a tighter side. This is my tighter side. Right hand to the left ankle. Just a little downward pressure, maybe from the hip crease, or from the thigh, or from the knee. Just notice how it feels as you push down, and is your right hip lifting in order to do that? Keep the right foot, right hip grounded, and just push down and away. Maybe even the right hand pulls a little bit on the left ankle. Slowly you come forward any amount, trying not to round, keeping a flat back. Inhale, soften, pull back a little bit, and then exhale, fold. Keep the sits bones grounded. That's important, so important. And then as you come up, we'll cross the left leg over the right. Now, right arm, right forearm crosses over and sort of pushes into the left leg, and then the left hand comes behind as you take a twist. And then as you inhale, we'll come to center, and then we'll separate the feet, bring the legs wide. So coming back into sort of this sumo position, we're going to take your right forearm into the right inner leg. We'll push that leg open, and then peel the left arm up. So just trying to get into the inner thighs. If the left knee wants to soften, press the left knee out and back. And then we'll come to center. Left arm pushes the left leg wide. Right leg has to do it on its own. Right arm comes up, take a twist, press out, and then come back to center. Heel toe the feet in. We're going to all come to stand. We're going to everybody put your hand, come to the right of your chair, put the hands on the chair, step back with your right foot, draw back on the right heel. Knock everything over. Make sure you kick it all down. And then we'll step in and we'll switch. Left heel draws down and back. Maybe even feel downward pressure forward through the hands. And then left foot meets right. We'll come to stand. Left hand holds the back of the chair. Turn to face forward. Right hand catches the right heel. Draw the heel to the hip. I don't want to see this. I want to see knees in. And then lean forward. Draw the knee back. Pull the heel to the hip. Lean forward. Right knee goes back. Then you come upright. Release. Go to the other side of the chair if you like. Here we pull the left heel to the hip, catch it. Find your balance, find a focal point. Let the chest come forward, let the knee draw back, but pull the left heel to the hip. The more you can pull the left knee back, the more stretch you get through the quad and hip flexor. And then we'll come up, we release. Done! Nice, everybody. All right, good job. If you can, I know we didn't really do any upper body, so maybe it would be okay if we could pick up the chairs
Yeah.
and bring them back to the side.